There we go. Oh my god, he's on 11? Crazy. So he's trying to figure out his wheel. How do I get to my settings? Here we are. Controller settings. This is what you want. If you're here, I don't know if you are or not, but you want to get the most feeling out of your wheel. You want to have it turned up as high as you can. And I know it sounds crazy, but you adjust the force of your wheel right here in the game. Right now, and I haven't driven that car around, but coming out of the competition, I'm set at 7. I run True Force 0 only in races. I run it when I'm playing normally. I run filter 2, no dampener, on 1080. My brake force is set at 18, but I just got, okay, yeah, I see somebody just joined in now. So I just got a new brake pedal. I have the G Pro pedal set, and unfortunately I've had it for a year and my load cell went bad, so they just replaced my pedal. So I'm getting used to it now. So I'm kind of off and new myself. But as far as your wheel goes, what I was saying before you got here, so you don't have to rewind it, I'll just start over. Always have your thing in the middle, because it used to affect your wheel. I'm not sure if it does now, but of course, this is where you set your wheel pressure at. The Newton meter on the wheel base itself, think of that as not pressure, but how much feeling you're going to get out of it. It's called fidelity, is what the big boys call it. And so that's where you get all your feeling, is in your fidelity. So you want to have this turned up as much as you can possibly stand it. And then you want to adjust it down on your max feedback torque right here. Will take the pressure out of the wheel. You can have it turned all the way up to 11, but if your max feedback torque is only on 1 or 2 here, it's very light on your wheel. But you have so much more feeling in your wheel when you have the Newton meters turned up as high as you can possibly turn them up. So going into this race, I'm probably going to move down to 2 here myself. And I just came out of a race, the rounds 5, So I was at 7 in the other car, just to keep it really light and nimble. And then, if your wheel is clipping, you're not getting top speed. You'll notice if the car's not getting top speed, you're clipping. And you'll know you're clipping because your wheel will be really tight to the center. You want to adjust it so it's got just a hair of play. And you do that adjustment in your force feedback sensitivity here in your controller setting. It'll loosen your wheel up just a little bit, you know, if it's just locked into the center and it's just like buzzing or way too tight. If you're getting like whipped in corners, when you're taking corners and you notice you're whipping every time, no matter what you do, you're just whipping. Come down and move this down and you'll stop doing that. It helps. But that's the biggest thing about your force, is adjust it here and run it as high as you can on the wheel. But going through my other settings, it's when I race with the True Force audio off. But when I play, you know, when I'm drifting or just playing for fun and want to play VR, I'll turn it up to like 50. I bounce back in between force feedback filter 1 and 2. 2's lighter, 1 gives you more. 1 is supposed to be wide open. You get everything from the game comes through. 2 takes a little bit of the tire, some of the obnoxious tire grinding that really doesn't give you any real road feel or any advantage for racing. So at 2, it takes that out, it seems like, and it runs better. I usually just stay in 2. And then the dampener I don't use. Angle, I put it 1080, but when you're in the game, it's going to change it to 900 automatically. Brake force is going to be dependent on your pedal. Mine seems to run about 18. My other pedal ran about 18. I don't know if you got the G Pro pedals to go with it yet, but that's what I run if you do, when you do, but I move it around all the time. And that's it. The paddles, you want your paddles set at 50% because when you race the Indy cars, you use these paddles to take off. That's really about all I can say about it, other than if you do have the load cell pedals, you've got to come up here, and I can't see. Let me just move this camera so I can see. There we go. If you've got the load cell pedal set up, you have to come here and set your pedal up. And to do that, you push in on your brake pedal to where you want your brake to be locked up. Push it in that hard. If you want to push hard on your brakes, then push it in really hard right here. If you don't want to push hard on your brakes, don't push it in very hard. Push it in to where you want the vehicle to come to full lockup. It's best to do it when you push on the pedals. You'll feel the stage 1 and go a little bit further. Most people run about 80%. Is a good kind of starting point, because that's really deep in the stroke of it, and it's kind of hard on, at least on my pedal, set at 18 because it's adjustable. This is just setting your mechanical throw for the pedal by depressing it to where you want your brake to be locked up. So if you feel a little bumper hit about right here is where I'm feeling my first bumper. So I have to push all the way into that is what I'm feeling in my foot. But there's like nothing until here. Well, I mean, not nothing, but you don't feel that first stage until that low spot there. But that's all you got to do to set it up and release it slowly so it doesn't click it down and then get out of it. Everything else you'll want, you know. Most people run their gas pedal just short of 99, so they push through it actually a little bit, like that. Clutches, however you want it, it's just different for every game. But that's all you need to do to set that up. If you got the e-brake and all that stuff, you can set it in right there too. But then you go back to the game and get in a car. Okay, so I'm in the car, and you can see the brake, how I'm pushing my brake pedal, and I'm going to open up true force or brake force on the wheel base itself. And I know where we've set the mechanical throw, so now we need to set the electrical throw, how you want it to react. It was really good where it was for me at 18, but see, I'm holding the pedal steady even though it's shaky because I'm in pressure. My foot's wiggly, I'm an old man. But got my brake force open, and you watch as I turn the brake force down, the pedal pressure goes up. Turn the brake force up, takes it way down. That means I have to push so much harder on the pedal. You can make it stiff or as light as you want, which is good for me because I'm an old man. I need it light. But that's how you properly set that up so it's not screwing you up. And if you have any questions or anything ever, you can just hit me back up and I can help you out with it. But you got to get the G-Hub on a computer. If you've just gotten it recently, it probably needs a firmware update. If you haven't done that, you've got to hook it to a computer and get G-Hub, because it's got to be at the most recent all the time. Because when they update the game, like, you know, whatever they do every month, or it changes, then you got to update your wheel. You got to stay on top of it. If your wheel starts acting funny, that's usually what it is. It needs an update. And then you'll think that you've set settings in your wheel and under your PlayStation 5 profile, or whatever your first profile is that you're running. They change. They don't save. You've got to change them every time. So every time, well, at least on mine, every time I turn my wheel on, I have to back my true force all the way down every time. Unless I'm leaving it on, you know, I'll have to back it down to 50%, because 100 is way too much. And you've got to have, that's another thing, it won't work right. Under, where's it at? Right here. You got to turn all this on. If all this isn't on like this and set to strong, the true force doesn't work. So you got to turn the vibration. You got to come here and turn the vibration on. And if you've got a VR, this is where you turn your VR stuff on too, which is the only way to play this game. If you don't have the VR, you better get it now. It'll blow your mind. And it won't make you sick. It's pretty easy. The racing games are really good. I need to get another one. That's what I need to do. Just in case mine breaks, I need a backup. Because we're going to have this game for 2, maybe 3 more, maybe 4 more years. Gran Turismo 8's way behind. We'll at least have 2 more seasons of this racing. We may have the 3rd season racing in GT8 on the PlayStation 6 when it comes out in, what, 2030? Yeah, see, this is soft, super soft. So there's 9. Nine's pretty soft. On 2, 9 and 3 would be pretty radical. 9 and 4 would be flipping your arms around. I used to play, right when I got this wheel, I was playing it on a fold-out card table. And I had a piece of flooring stuck under the card table, and I had this clamped to it. And I was just waiting for this wheel to just flip that table over, break all the legs off. What is going on here? This car's crazy. Well, that ain't gonna work. I was like, is there another gear here? That car's about to blow itself up. Yeah, and like I said, I just had a problem with it, and I actually have a problem with my wheelbase. It's getting ready to be returned and fixed. But Logitech's got the best warranty stuff. This brake pedal thing went out 3 days later. I had it. I had the new one. It was unfortunate. It went out in a race, and it fucked up 2 races, but we got it now. And I know I'll need another one next year probably, so I'm just gonna buy another one. We'll see how this new one does. But there's something in my wheelbase from, I don't know if it was playing this or I play a lot of dirt. Dirt is a very, very violent true force game. It will shake your hand so bad they'll go numb. The true force is so radical in that game. You definitely got to turn it way down in that game. But I don't know if it broke something inside the wheel. It just makes a rattle. It works fine, but it got really rattly. But then I called them about it. And they ask you for the serial number for your unit. So when I got the serial, I flipped it over to get the serial number and everything. I wrote it down because you got to write it down, and they tell you to send a video of it making the noise or doing whatever it's doing with your serial number visible and everything. And I flipped it over and flipped it back up, hooked it all back up. It stopped making the noise as soon as I flipped it over. So I don't know what to do. I want to send it back before the warranty's out, but it's got 2 years, and it's only a year old now. But they were ready to send another one right out. They were like, yep, we got one here ready. We've heard of this issue. We'll get all we need is confirmation of the issue, and then we'll send a new one right out. I knew it was going to be hard driving these cars. After driving 2 fast cars, the last 2 races were fast cars, round 4 and 5. And now into these freaking spin out jobs. Dang it. I guess I'll have to use traction control. But it's a great drift wheel. It's a great race wheel. I gotta get the round one. I'm gonna get the RS adapter. It's the RS hub adapter. That way I can put a bigger, I'm gonna buy that Momo the round Momo wheel to drift with and to race with. Oh, this car sucks. Oh, well, come on. Put some sauce on it. You know I got them. I don't remember what this car needs. It's been a long time since I've driven this. Alright, now I gotta move that camera back. Move it somewhere. Yeah. God, they're all slow like this. With no brakes. I want to spin out on you. Woo! Whoa. I like this car better though. I think the Lexus is the car I drive in this. You see that? Pet. Just stayed in it. I had traction. No, I was just looking at my tires. Don't take me out for it. I was like, am I on mediums? This dude's running a 130. I'm just in the old car. It's a good old car, though. What else do we got? That's what I like about this race. It's got a little bit of everything, but I think I usually race this because it's a light car. It does good on tires. Where this isn't. This is probably fast as hell, but it's a tire killer. Both of these probably are. So I wonder, is this one different? No, just a different paint job, isn't it? GT1 should be a good car here. 1,900 pounds, but of course the BOP screws everything up. Let's take it for a spin. There's Buddha. Oh, can't say turd third on. I was typing in race today and got turd third. They don't like that. No brakes. Let's see, am I set funny? I did fuck with my brake. Bump it up to 21. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One of these cars, huh? Well, hell. I thought that car was going to be a lot better. See what the Lexus can do, I guess. Just coming out on mediums isn't going to do it. Bro, we're not racing with 3 people. He's ready to race. He says, I'm fast. I'm ready to go. He said, fuck that, I'm out of here. Man, I fucking hate these cars. I hope we'll do because we'll set up good. This car won't even crack 180 down the straight. There's got to be something wrong with this car. It needs probably the oil changed. It probably needs washed. It's probably been crashed a million times. I'm eating that left right off of it. It'd be acceptable if I was fast, but $7,500. think that other car was hitting 180. Me and old Juicy Wheels were talking about this is probably a rain race. Really, we find out tomorrow, but this could very well be a rain race. It has been in years past. It was a nightmare. I don't think it was grade 2 cars though. I don't remember what cars it was, but it was at Fiji and it rained. I remember that. And we're due. We've had 2 fast races. This is the race to really screw everybody up. Killing that tire. It's too bad we can't see that dude setting that wheel up. See the look on his face, first time driving that thing when it's tuned in right. That's really cool. I'm not going to be as fast as you are on controller. Not for a long time. But some people get better than they are on controller on wheel. But controller will always be faster. Can't get around there right. Can't get around this whole track right. A lot of it is that corner right there. You screw the pooch there. We are lap 10. Shit. Just evaluating that front tire. If I was to take a little better care and do a little better job, throw a little balance to the rear, I could probably run this sucker 20 laps on softs. I think that's how I've won this race before. No pit. There's no mandatory pit. But there is mandatory tire change, unfortunately. But still, I could probably go 15 and 5. It's medium now. So I think this car, where are we in? This is the Lexus, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe he'd do... I'm sure it could get 12. But 12 fast, that's a whole nother story. But you gotta get 12. 11 or 12. You've gotta get it. Because the mediums will cook. Because this is 3. It's 3-2. 3 tire, 2 gas. Yeah, you gotta rev this baby. You gotta get the sim lab turned on. So I don't have to sit there and pay attention to the freaking tack. How's that? Where'd my damn Coke go? What is it, 12.8? Yeah. Just no good tire saving cars, that's it. This car's good too. It's always been this car, the GTR. And what is this? I can't even see what this is under this stupid. I'll turn this shit off. That's what I'm doing. Shit's my way. No, it's another frickin' thing. It's just a different livery. There probably is a difference in them, though. It's probably like the competition and the 25th anniversary. Who knows? I don't like that car. It's a good car, though. It's just a tire eater. I bet this car's good too. Maybe I did try that in SX. No, I would have painted it. So I definitely drove this or this last year. It was probably this SC430. You would have thought I learned the first time. I got lucky and caught it and thought I was going to do it again. Good to see I'm not the only one having problems. Probably best passage you want to come in there, 165. About didn't have any brakes. It seems like there should be another gear. And I bet this car needs an oil change and it's all fucked up, so. Yeah. There's no doubt. But it has freaking rained before, dang it. So all these cars pretty much just need work, I think. That's why they're not running good. Because these cars have probably never been driven since last year at this same time, at this same race. I remember this Audi being really fast. But I think it's the GTRs that do it. The FR cars. It's definitely going to be the FR cars. I mean, the MR cars turn better, but who knows? We'll have to give them all a try. Yeah, he's got a 29. Just a little bit of practice. He's picked up 3 seconds. This guy's good, though. He's pretty good. I just gotta get used to the damn cars. Get all of them to get their oil changed and get them all fixed, too. That's part of it. I can definitely tell that a SC's funny. starting to get hot in here. Took this dang long sleeve shirt off. I had to go get me. Oh man, I got some bad ass fucking clothes today. I had to go get some shoes. All my Vans are all fucked up. So I got a new pair of Vans and a Vans sweatshirt and a Vans hat. All that shit. I was just gonna get 2 pairs of Vans shoes, but they only had my size in one. I got some flip-flops though from Vans too. With some they're just some retro pop kush. But I found at Hollister, they've got some badass Supra shirts and sweatshirts, and everything's changing out right now. Everything is half price. So all those they didn't have any of the Oracle shirts left, but they have really sick Oracle gear at Abercrombie, and Hollister had this Supra. They had some Ford stuff. They had some really cool racing stuff, and it's all on sale right now. I mean, because you can't go into them fucking places and pay the prices at day one. So that's the only time you can get anything from them. And then, so I got the Vans sweatshirt and all that bullshit. I got a couple racing t-shirts. I got some Japanese spec racing, and I got a Nissan t-shirt, some other shit. But I got this Metallica at Abercrombie and Fitch has Ride the Lightning Metallica hoodies from the tour hoodies from '85. I went to that shit. We didn't go to Ride the Lightning. We went to And Justice for All when it came out here at Kansas City. It was sick. But yeah, they've got it's a Ride the Lightning. It's white. It's an off cream kind of, and then all blood red Ride the Lightning and all the tour dates, and then of course the Ride the Lightning skeleton on the other side. It's pretty cool. But let me get this shit off and get a cold drink. If this tablet will ever load up, we've got to get the frickin' sim dash going here, because you've got to rev this thing. Come on. Well, I don't know how many times I'm supposed to swipe up. God, I'm out here in the middle of the road like a dumbass. What happened? The battery just die? I think it's got a dead battery. Give me some power, quick. Plug him in. There we go. Now it'll load up. It's 75, so we want 73. There we go. Jeez, just loaded. Alright. No. 73. It's not working right. Why not? Oh, because this is on 10,000, of course. So that's gonna be 80 something. Uh-oh. 86, I think. No. Or I got to accept it, I guess. Will you stop doing that? There we go. There's 7. Set for 90. 90 is 90 is probably 73 or 72. It's really pretty close. set it back one more. Man, that's crazy. I guess we'll have to find out tomorrow, really, on the car. I'd really like to say it's going to be this one, but it might be the GTR, but the BOP is going to be a little different in here. It always is, rather than how it is in the race lobby. For some reason, they just won't let us get them perfect. So we'll have to see how the cars act in the actual game lobby tomorrow morning, when everything resets. After everybody's run their final rounds here tonight for round 5. The actual round 6 comes up. But this has been a rain race. Me and Josie Wills are both saying this is going to be a rain race. We're due. This car is just not shifting, it's not happy. It's gotta be crashed and needed its oil changed and all the good stuff. And it just don't have brakes for shit. So in my room, the GTR is so far the best car. The RCF's good too, because, God, I forget his name, but he used to always drive this. But I don't like it, really. $614. I thought it said Maury Povich. This ain't a bad car at all. Just as fast as the GTR down that straight. Might handle a little better, or just the same. This is the GTR's competitor. You're alright, homie. Go ahead and go. Get yourself moving there, Maury Povich. Well, that's good. He's driving the next car I was thinking about. Except this doesn't have the GTR swing. You're alright, Maury. Go. Buddha's right behind us trying to get on it. Where are you going, sucker? You ain't running for me. There's no drafting and qualifying anyway. Oh, he wants to see which one's faster. Shit, I hit it. That's 5. Yep, this is the car. If it's like this tomorrow, let go of your wheel before you give throttle. Drag race the GTR is what I want. He's coming by, slowly but surely, but We don't play that shit, Maury Povich. This is what happens in that situation. Bye-bye. I thought it was unusual that he was waiting. He thought he was fast, and then he realized when he was getting his ass kicked, he fucking started taking us out. And this car actually does have brakes. You can take it to the depths, cut the 100 board with it. Shit, them other cars were 150s. On 50 borders. And I'm on mediums. What you doing, Rocco Racing Dog? You doing alright, buddy? What? Something bothering you out there? Your dad come out there and give somebody a spanking? I like this car. Now I see why that dude drove it all those years, fucking chasing after me. course, he drove the grade 3 Lexus, and I was be driving the Porsche, of course. Don't see him around too much anymore. He was a cool dude. We were enemies, but he was a cool dude. Buddha's even giving it a try. I think that's the car for this room, but tomorrow that shit's gonna change. Who knows what their room will be like. The GTR will probably be the car in their room, but in here, it's still the GTR, still the car, but that's a close runner-up. The RCF is definitely closer than anything I've driven so far. I think the what was that other car that I drove? Oh, the Super Sport, the CLK Super Sport. It would be my next pick, definitely. The NXS is a good car on this track too. It was. It won one year in the rain, because that's what happened. It started raining, and it's actually a mid-engine car. It's not a four-wheel drive in this. Mid-engine. This is mid-engine. On this one. Everything else is front engine, rear drive. They're all rear drive. It's just engine placement. If it rains, you don't want to be caught in one of these mid-engine cars. Unless you're really good with your braking. Don't get that mid-engine snap. That's what it's called. You have to run your brake a certain way to drive a mid-engine car. It's just like driving a rear-engine car. Yeah, because the NSX is really comparable to the RCF. And when it BOPs out, they're going to be close. Yeah, see, this dude comes in the NSX and runs a 28. 28.5 even. I don't even remember what the real number is on this track. What they're doing now, going back to the GTR, it's a little faster, but it just doesn't handle as good as this. No, he said, fuck that, I'm getting the NSX. Wonder, can I even see the board? No. No, that doesn't do it either. I don't even know what the time is. Oh, I guess there isn't a board yet until tomorrow. What the fuck am I thinking about? That's how wore out I am today. I had to get everything done. It's gonna rain and get shitty here again. And I just cleaned up all the neighbors' leaves from last year. It blew over into my yard. Last year I had everything cleaned up, and then I got in that car wreck. And the neighbor never cleaned his leaves up, and the wind blew them all into my side. So I had to get them up because it's killing all the grass. But all I did was roll them out away from the fence and mowed them up. $28.5. Hell, can't believe there's not more people into it. We had a couple guys into it though. We're getting our practice. These are our local guys. Buddha, Josie, all those dudes. We usually got Esau in here. These guys are probably all racing still though. I got my race done early. Luckily I got my race done early. I don't think I could have done any better. I got a third. So I definitely did better than the 13th or whatever I got the first race. That sucked. Nope, 129.0. That's funny. It's this car's first, these few laps I've done is this car's first miles. It's only got 18 miles on it. Yep, good to see you again, homeboy. It's alright, he's giving up. I think I'm giving up too. There's nobody, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to even get anything going. People are too sporadic. Tomorrow everybody will be about it. go through all those cars and get them all. The ones I'm going to drive anyway, get them repaired and rebuilt and oil changed and cleaned and all that shit. I don't have to do it with this car, but I forgot what it said I was, 350 or 360 total points after today's race. So hopefully I don't fall back too much. Shit. Nobody even ran it. A couple guys popped in and hit it. Still got this freaking A guy in here. He'll bump out though. And Chachi's still in the lead. Unless they move him to A. I don't know, there's really not a significant point drop like there is. They might not adjust this. Because this is B class. All these A's need removed or fixed or something. We've counted it as this guy's in first place. What happened? Oh, there he is right there. There's Josie. He got beat out of a... He got fucked in a race. He used to be right up here. Armat? No. What's wrong, Marco? You need to go outside, bud? That's alright. We'll go out in a minute. Yeah, just looking at the points and then we'll go. We don't have any of our other guys in the top 100. Just me and Josie. I guess I'm not in the top 100. What am I talking about? I'm on page 2. Well, that's pretty good for me because this ain't my thing at all. I'm a manufacturer driver. I am not a Nations Cup driver. It's always good to go in here and check and look about the guys right around you, though. Because if you get in a race with these guys, you know who you gotta beat. this the guy? Yeah, this is our guy that we've raced with him quite a few times now. He's a good, clean driver. He's fast. I think he took second in the race I was in. I took third and he took second, I think. Or that might have been the race before he took second that I ended up getting stroked out. No, don't do that. I know about that crap. Same thing here. It's Chachi. Oh, I know. Oh, yes, I know, Rocco. It's okay, buddy. Just one more minute. Nobody on this board. Josie must be bumped. He must have got bumped off the 100 board. No, well, we'll have to find him tomorrow. Find him tomorrow. We'll set the room up tomorrow and do some practice for morning mayhem, and we're gonna run some races whether people come or not, because we've got to get this tire shit down. We'll know more about what's going to happen when we see if it's going to rain or not, because it has rained before, but that was a different class, different grade cars, so we'll find out in the morning. But if you're still racing, good luck. You can do it. You can race all night. Look at that. You got 3 more races to get your first. Or you can go in and screw up the 5th you may have and take a last. Think of that too. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. There's no doubt about that. So I took my 3rd and said I'm happy with that. Thank you so much. Might come back later on tonight and paint this. Just in case it's a decent car to take. But we won't know until tomorrow when we get their BOP and frickin' room. So, I'll see you guys later.